Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and what I do is simple. I help folks like myself who wanted to make some money online using social media. Found a way, I do it myself, and I look for people who want to do the same thing. So, if you are somebody who wants to start a side gig and wants to do things online, drop the word me in the comments and I will get back to you after this live. What is happening? What is going on? Today I have a very heartfelt live and message for you. So if you are joining me live, let me know where you are tuning in from. I didn't even look at myself when I came in live. Wow, that's kind of the first time, you guys. I didn't even look at myself. We are live on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So, what is happening? Tell me where you're tuning in from. I am from Southern California. Don't hold that against me. I'm a nice guy from Southern Cal. I'll be, I'll give you a little heads up for some of you. This live is scripture based. I will be sharing some scriptures. And so if that makes you uncomfortable, then I encourage you to stay even longer. So there you go. Um, so this one is a very heartfelt, and I'm going to be pretty transparent in this one with my feelings and some of the things that I'm going through. So, you know, I normally I don't share a whole heck of a lot of what's going on this side of the camera, but tonight I'm going to share a couple things with you because I've been nudged to do so and really would love some participation. And if you're joining me on other channels like Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram or TikTok, you got to drop a comment so that I know you're here because I'm using a platform to get all you guys on one. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. So I don't know about you. All right, if you are of faith, okay, um, if you are of faith, I don't know if you've ever felt this way before. Um, I'm hoping that I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that I'm not the only one who feels this way or has felt this way. So I I became a Christian in 2011, August of 2011, and I was very hardcore, reading the Bible, going to church, all that for maybe 3.5 years. And then I moved to mid Michigan, kind of lost touch with church there for 5 years. And then I came back and I've shared this story and I kind of just didn't, and then COVID hit and it was just all a mess, right? So I never really got back into the whole church because I also got church hurt. I've done a live about this before, but I do plug in very regularly to First Naples Church out of Florida, and I do it. I stream it on Sunday, so I treat it like I'm at church. Thank you for all the love, Shayla. I appreciate you. If you guys are not following me, I mean, let's go. Come on, follow me. I'll follow back. I appreciate you. So drop those hearts and loves. Let's go. So, but I've been pretty regular for the past maybe I'd say about a year or year and a half. Been really into the scripture, kind of plugging in a lot more, praying regularly, and all that, right? And recently, not probably in the past, like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months, I've come across some Christians and I've heard some stories that have blown my mind, right? Um, People have had um, dreams, have had signs. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the loves. I appreciate the hearts. If you're not following me, make sure you follow me. Let's go. And I will follow back. Sorry, I'm using kind of a few cameras. Um, so I've heard some of the crazy stories, right? That they've had visions, if you would. They've had a prayer answered so fast, overnight almost. They've had miracles hit their tables, and I've heard stuff. I've heard all these miraculous stories, and I'm not here to tell you that they're fake. I 100% believe in every single one of those stories. Okay, I'm looking you right in the eye and telling you this, right? So I believe in 100% of those stories that God can absolutely do some just unbelievable stuff. He has in my life, right? I've talked about this so many times. I've had so many, um, yeah, so many miracles in my life. But so I know that he can do a whole heck of a lot of stuff, right? And so sometimes you hit those incidences in your life where like everything is going wrong, right? You're losing things, you're getting ridiculed, you're just, it's coming from all angles, right? Maybe it's a job thing, maybe it's relationship, maybe it's health, maybe it's your investments, maybe it's your home, um, you know, maybe it's your pet. So it may be coming from all angles, right? And you sit down and you get really personal with God, right? You pray from the bottom of your heart. Like you are just all about this prayer, and it's absolutely heartfelt. And your words match what you feel right here. Like it's so genuine. I appreciate all the loves. Thank you. Thank you. And, you ask for things and they're crickets. You don't hear from God. You ask for a sign and nothing. Crickets. You ask to see something. Not a thing. You ask for clearance. Nothing. Not hearing anything. And I'll be very truthful with you. This was something that I was really feeling this morning and this weekend. And I've kind of been going through this emotions and feelings for the past few days. There was a couple things that hit me this weekend that it hit me pretty hard. And so I've kind of been, in that state. So when you ask and you're asking and you're praying, you're doing all that, right? And you also give it time, you zip, right? Because when you ask, you gotta be quiet to get something back. And there's like crickets, nothing, right? So what do you do at that time when you hear at the same time you're hearing everybody like around you, they're getting miracles and they're seeing visions and their stuff is popping up in their lives, and you're like, okay, what in the world, what am I not doing, right? So I was asking, I literally was asking, and By the way, drop a one in the comments if you know what I'm. If you gotta tell me I'm not the only one, right? I can't be the only one. So drop a one in the comments if you feel if you've ever felt that way. You know, you've been praying. You feel like you really are praying, heartfelt. Oh, thank you, Mom. Lynn. Is it Mom Lynn? 19th, maybe Lydia. Yeah, and it's not answering. Like you don't hear anything. So I was asking these questions literally this morning in my walk, and I was really just honing in on these, questions and why and what's going on. How come I'm not hearing? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I hear anything? Right? Why am I not getting any signs? Why am I not anything? Right? So then I had to take my mom to the hospital for something. So on my way to there, I turn on YouTube and I tell myself, you know what? The first thing that is going to pop up for recommendation for me to listen to, that's what I'm going to listen to, no matter what it is. If it's a song, it's a song. If it's a personal development, it's a personal development. If it's scripture, it's scripture, right? And I get this thing from C.L. Lewis. Who knows who he was? I mean, the man, right? And he used to break concepts down so simple from the Bible. And he literally started by saying, hey, are you one of those Christians that, have been asking and praying and you're not getting the vision, you're not hearing anything, and at the same time you're hearing other people get that? And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait, did you hear what I just prayed for this morning? Like, okay, all right, let's hear it. So he gave a couple ideas. This man, he gave a couple ideas, and I have three scriptures and a couple ideas for you. And one of the things he said is that a lot of us, and this was so impactful for me, and maybe you relate with this as well. One of the things he said is that, you know what, a lot of us are feelers, right? We like to feel things, right? We like to feel there's a vision or there's a sound, there's a noise, there's proof. We want to feel, we want to make sure there's there, right? And what God may be doing in that moment is that He may want you to live by faith, not by fear. So not by fear, not by feeling. So when you feel, you want to feel good. You want to feel confident in your decision. You want to feel confident in your path. You want to feel like you're doing the right thing. Therefore, you ask for a sign. You ask for a vision. You ask for something because it's all based on the feeling. But if you're going by faith, faith is based on the unseen. You haven't seen it. You have faith in things you haven't seen. You have faith in things that don't even make sense to you sometimes, or make sense to a lot of people, right? So one of the scriptures that he came up with right away is Second Corinthians 5:7, and it says, "For we live by faith, not by sight." So when you live by faith, not by sight, it's not that you see to believe. You just believe. So maybe what a suggestion was, maybe he wants to pull you closer to him because he's whispering and he wants you to be 100% on faith, not feeling. Faith is believing in the unseen, believing in the unbelievable, believing in the unseen, undone, right? Hebrews 11, Hebrews 11:1, Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This is from the Bible. This is good stuff. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. You know, and then wasn't there, I don't remember the verse. I think it's maybe in Matthew's. Some of you Bible scholars, maybe you can correct me. Until you conquer the fear of being I love that. Keels, yes, C.S. Lewis is amazing, man. He's just so money. There is a part that even Jesus turns around and says, hey, Father, why have you forsaken me? Right? And right after that, now let's get to James 1:2-4. Okay. James 1:2-4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials for many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. So, in the moments that, you're praying for things, for vision, I'm talking to myself as well. You're praying for things to see things, to hear things, to have a proof of some kind, and you're not hearing things. I wouldn't take that as, hey, you're on the wrong path. I would take that as, hey, he wants to have you rely more on him than you. I feel like he wants to pull me closer to him. Right? I mean, how else would I get that message this morning? I mean, just I literally for a second I was like, wait, what just happened right now? It was just so cool, right? And I listened to it like 2, 3, 4, no, 3 times. So it just asking you to teaching you to rely on him more. It's like this. It's like a parent when the kid starts to walk, right? At first, you're grabbing their little hands, you're guiding them, right? But at pretty early point, you're gonna let go of their hands. But it's not like you're gonna let go of the hands and go and come back, in a week. You're gonna let go of their hands and watch them. You're gonna be there for them. So at some point, it's like you gotta rely on faith, right? And at some point, he's got to let go for you to be able to walk, to get stronger, right? To have your faith even strengthened. I feel like that may be a clue for me, a hint for me, a nudge for me. I'm hoping that this message spoke to somebody, right? Spoke to somebody out there. But I don't know if you ever felt that way. So if you ever felt that way, share your thoughts with me in the comments. And if you ever felt that way, because I was like, wait a minute, hey, everybody's hearing stuff. Everybody's like, I'm kind of jealous, man. I kind of want to hear some stuff. I want to see some stuff, I like that. I like that kind of stuff. But then I get this message that, hey, you know what? Maybe you should chill a little bit and rely on your faith a lot more than feeling. So With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. Let's go. And if you're not following me, I don't know why you wouldn't be, because I'm so awesome. I'll tell you all day. I'll tell you all day how awesome I am. So follow me. Besides, I am live on all channels. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, So I can do a lot more on Instagram and Facebook. TikTok is, sometimes, I don't know, and there are talks that they're going to banned TikTok in US on January 18th. Who knows? Who knows? And then I heard today that an American company may be buying TikTok. And then I heard that the owner of TikTok is planning to take this whole thing to Supreme Court. So I have no idea what's going on. So if you like my content, I would recommend or suggest that you follow me on other channels as well. With that, I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks like myself who want to make some extra cash using the online, using social media space. I teach you how to do it. I'm doing it with you in the field. So if you've ever thought about starting a side gig, making some money on the side, having a write-off for crying out loud, then drop the word me in the comments. I'll get back with you after this live. I'll share a video with you. It tells you from A to Z. I actually put it together myself, so you can watch it from A to Z and tells you everything. And then at the end, we'll have a chat, and then we'll go from there. So with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.